So welcome to the Virtual Cheese Awards 2023, showcasing the best of British cheese. I am Vicky Rogerson and I'll be moderating this session today. Today we're judging A3, which is traditional vintage cheddar, and this class is sponsored by Homage2Fromage. I'd like to introduce you to our two judges today, Nicola Bedman and Terry Hudson. Nicola, would you like to introduce yourself and tell us a bit about you?
Hi, I'm Nicola. I'm a full-time grader for Homage2Fromage UK. I've been there for about 3 years now, 4 years. And before that, I had Deli experience. I won Young Cheesemonger of the Year back in 2018. And since then, I've been judging and grading.
Great. And Terry?
Hi, I'm Terry Hudson. I've been in the dairy industry for about 50 years. Semi-retired now, work as a consultant. I've been fortunate enough to been involved in most of the UK manufactured cheeses, all the varieties, and during my career I've travelled around most countries in the world involved in cheese manufacture and troubleshooting, and I've been judging at pretty much all of the shows in the UK for about the last 30 years.
Great, thank you. So today, with our judging system, is based on a point system across 4 key attributes. So we judge for appearance, aroma, texture, and taste. The highest pointing cheese goes through to the champion, which is on the 17th of May. And thank you to Butlers from Hash Cheese for sponsoring our aprons. So we'd like to be in this class. It's only got A3, it's only got 1 cheese in it. And that cheese is 1113, if you'd like to start.
Right, so traditional vintage cheese, so a nice well-aged cheese, vacuum packed. Just the one sample, but obviously we'll judge it as we see it. So a traditional farmhouse vintage cheese, being traditional, it would have been manufactured using hands-on techniques as opposed to large factory cheeses. It's typical rind, but it would have been made by most probably unpasteurized milk. The milk would have been on the farm itself in most cases, so extra hygiene is paramount in the milking parlour to control the pathogens. Don't want any nasties coming through in the milk. So appearance wise, some mechanical openness, which is typical of this kind of cheese. It's pressed on a gang press, which means it's put into large metal molds, cloth lined, and pressed on a probably overnight. So you do get some openness as opposed to creamery cheese, which is very close textured. So this is nice, uniform colour. What do you think, Nicola?
Yeah, so again, a lot of uniformity. The rind there, got a lovely bit of rind going on. I've also got some lactate that I can see. So I'm not sure if the camera will pick it up just there.
Yeah,
I can actually see the lactate on there, which again, for this age of cheese, you'd be expecting anyway. But it does just sort of give me that bit more excitement.
Yeah, most people expect the crunchy bits in there, don't they, these days?
Yeah.
Well-aged, mature, whereas I can remember the days it was seen as a fault, so we had to employ people to scrape them off, which sounds a bit daft now, but it's an attribute these days, so thank goodness for that.
Yeah, it's very uniform, very nice looking cheese.
What score would you give it for appearance?
I'd say 9, would you?
Yeah, I'd say 9. There doesn't seem to be any particular faults or anything like that with it.
Okay. And on to aroma.
Yeah, beautiful. No off flavours, no nasty smells coming through. Beautiful grassy notes.
Very musty on the rind, which again would be expected.
Yeah, lovely clean aroma. I'm expecting a very nice tasty cheese, but it's the aromas, again, I would say a 9 because it's lots of it. So builds up your expectations.
Yeah.
And it's lovely and clean. Like I say, no nasties. So again, I would say a 9. What do you think, Nicola?
Yeah, wholeheartedly. You can tell there's going to be some complexity there. You've got the grass notes, you've got the musty. It's very crisp and clean. Yeah, happy with a 9 on that one.
Gosh, there's bags of flavour on that one. That's fantastic.
Very sharp, but there's a lot going on there, isn't there?
Bringing tears to my eyes. So value for money.
So you're giving 9 for texture as well then? And then
Yeah.
Yeah, it's flinty, but it's got a very good mouth covering as well. It just melts. Yeah, there's a lot going on there, isn't there? Like I say, there's a sharpness, but the sharpness still lies behind the actual flavours that are coming through. You've got sweetness, you've got savoury.
Yeah, absolutely love that piece of cheese. So for a vintage cheese, I mean, it's actually really well aged, but it hasn't affected the texture too much. Sometimes you build that flavour up and the texture just gets too short and crumbly.
It seems like it's been very well looked after and cared for, and that really does come through. It does shine through on the cheese itself.
what score?
Yeah, I would give that a 10.
Yeah, I love that. I genuinely love that.
Yeah. Again, would go fantastic with a pint of traditional ale or cider and Lottie Shaw's oatcakes. Well, she got butler's apron on. So excellent piece of cheese.
That's lovely.
Great. That's the only cheese in the class. That cheese got scored 42 and that will go through to the live final. So thank you for your time for judging this cheese. And goodbye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.